first off, I think you won one of the iconic races in our sport, meaning Wildflower. It's one of those races that has been around since before any of this 70.3 stuff. It used to be the only like half Ironman race there is, so it was a big deal, and it's a hard half Ironman. And a lot of guys won't go do it because it's too hard. It's got dirt run and it's hilly, and for you to come out and win that out of the gate, you know, is a pretty cool way to open up your pro career, basically. What'd you feel after winning that race? Obviously, you were excited. You were driving back with Matt Lieto. You know, you guys probably like, holy crap, can you believe what happened? And I mean, I remember that from my age group days when you win that first race and you're just like, wow, you know, this is a stepping stone to something else. And what did you do after that? I mean,
it was a total shock. I mean, you know, I'd always hoped that I would be at that level at some point, but you know, but it just came, the way that the race came together, it just came together a lot earlier than I thought it would, and it was just a good spot. And Matt and I mean, that was just the most fun weekend of all time. we had Jay was with us, he knows. We had a really fun weekend. We had a really fun time, and we were both kind of just freaking out. That was the first time that was the beginning of the man van.
Oh yeah.
That started the whole, like, the Twitter sensation that was the man van, and the like 20 people that tweeted back at us every once in a while. I walked into Walgreens a couple weeks after Wildflower and was like, hey, I won Wildflower in your glasses, and the woman at the desk just looked at me like I was crazy.
What do you say?
She's like, what do you?
She's like, we got more over there.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like, buy as many as you want. They're $8.99 on the rack. One of the big things for me last year was just not letting the kind of, you know, surprise or the success of Wildflower change the way that I was approaching my season or the way that I was training. And we had set out at the beginning of last year on a 2-year plan to be competitive on a world level in 70.3 by the end of this year, by the end of 2012.
Right.
And so,
but you're well on your way already.
And yeah, and hopefully I can just continue to get to go on the way there, and you know, not let that one kind of data point on the, you know, for me on the nerd side, I look at it as a bunch of data points. And so we had a really extraneous data point there,
yeah,
and we didn't want that to throw off the whole system, right?
Right.
So you
gotta
look at,
get rid of the outliers.
Exactly. Look at that as an outlier. It was great. It doesn't mean you don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But you know, but it doesn't mean that it certainly didn't mean that I was going to go in to my next race and win, you know, and win every race. So we just went from there, and I think hopefully, you know, I felt like I got a sense of that from you, from the other people that I looked up to in the sport, of the guys that had been there for a long time. It was really like slow and steady rise and consistent, like consistent performances, consistent training, racing, never like going for too much too fast where you're increasing your risk of burning yourself out, or, you know, getting injured, all that type of stuff, you know. And I remember that was one of the first conversations I had with you. It was a big part of what you've done. I mean, you've coached yourself through the entire thing, which is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, it's for me it works, you know. For a lot of people it doesn't, because they just don't have that. Mostly it's an ability to hold back. Yeah. You know, I mean, triathletes, it's want to do more is better. More is better, and you know, you have to learn right away that more is not better. More rest is usually better, but not more training. But it was, you know, it was fun to, you know, I knew you were a smart guy right off the bat, and I think that, you know, a lot of triathletes are smart, and they come into it smart, and what you do with it then is really important. And you were asking the right questions, you know, about management and sponsors, and you know, it can be a tough game in that, and you know, I think managers and agents get in the way sometimes of, you know, an athlete's best interest, and so it's been fun to actually help you with that, and bring you on board with Pearl, because you know, we're always looking for, you know, the quality athletes that are going to mesh well with the group and give good feedback. Being a lifelong runner and collegiate runner, you know, your feedback in the running side of things is going to be invaluable. You've got a great education to fall back on in business, and you've got a company you're building, you know, on your own, which means that your end all be all is not ending with triathlon, and you can treat it that way.
Yeah.
But yet you're still hungry for, you know, success there, and it's I think that you can get into trouble when it's your only thing and it's all you think about, and that's where 100% of your energy goes. It gets really dangerous.
Well, and you and Nicole have been a huge part of that. You know, have basically like done that your entire career as well, right?
Yeah.
So you've been. What are the different things that you've been involved with? While you've been
you know, it's
triathlon?
been fun to get involved in anything I possibly can. You know, we started Nicole's company, Skirt Sports.
Yep.
The Red Rock company of putting on our own races down in Arizona. Been involved with Justin's Nut Butter, you know, some peanut butter. You know,
so good.
Yeah, and now Endurance Conspiracy with my own brother.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's right.
Some T-shirts and stuff, and you know, I've realized that I need that outlet away from the sport.
Yeah, I totally.
So it's not you're thinking about it 24/7, and it's like coming home from work and shutting it off.
Yeah, totally.
And it's a benefit to have that.
I think that's a really good lesson for aspirational age groupers.
Oh yeah.
To have that to like promote that balance. My coach Matt Dixon, he was really big. Honestly, actually, one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, I picked him was because I came to him saying, hey, this is what the deal is. I want to be pro. I want to be super good, but I also want to do all these other things on the side. And can I do that? Yeah. And he actually said, yeah. He's like, actually, I think you'll be a better athlete if you keep that. And we're going to try to structure your training and your schedule and stuff like that to do that. So
yeah, that's
age
good.
Groupers out there, like, you know, it's not.
So well, yeah, I just gained more respect for Matt Dixon because he's promoting balance.
He is, yeah, no, it really is, yeah.
Really
it's not,
thing.
yeah, and I think that you're so right in what you're saying. It's not more is better all the time. A lot of times, less is better. And if you have something on outside of your tri life, so you can have a break from triathlon, a break from training, and then something to dive back, something that gives you excitement to dive back into training because you need a break from that as well. You know, it's a good yin and yang with everything.